The heat's turning up today. Whether you're cleaning up a mess or organizing your chaos, I'm glad you took a moment to hang out with me on Coffee with Dubs. Now grab a cup and a chair and let's talk. Last night I finally walked into my studio and decided it was time to clean. Not organize, not rearrange, clean. It looked like a creative hurricane had blown through the whole place. There was half-finished American flags leaning against the wall, t-shirts I was planning halfway through designing, sketches that never became paintings, and ideas that got replaced by newer ideas before they even had a chance to grow up.
And if you've ever lived with ADHD, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every project starts with excitement. Not every project gets the ending it deserves.
And standing there, I almost laughed because anyone else walking into that room would have called it a disaster. Looking at it myself, I realized I didn't see a disaster at all. I saw evidence. Every unfinished painting meant I cared enough to start. Every abandoned project was proof that I was willing to try something new. Sure, some of those ideas lost momentum, but they all came from the same place.
They came from believing I could build something where it didn't exist before.
That word, build, has been bouncing around my head all week because it doesn't just describe my studio. It describes the way I look at life. Whether I'm writing another Coffee with Dubs, working on a Bolt Voltage painting, painting a mural, or trying to bring a little community back into my hometown. I honestly believe we're all here to leave something behind. The question isn't whether we're building. The question is, what are we building, and whether we're willing to keep building until everyone around us understands what they're looking at.
And that hit a little harder this week after I shared something online that I genuinely thought people would appreciate. Instead, it turned into criticism, assumptions, and a whole lot of opinions I never saw coming. I wasn't angry, I was disappointed. I realized that I assumed everyone was looking through the same window I was. I saw an improvement, and other people saw a problem. Neither side was looking at the same picture, and that's when it finally clicked for me. Builders and critics aren't usually standing in the same place. A builder naturally looks at possibility. They imagine what something could become. A critic usually starts by looking at consequences, flaws, or reasons why something shouldn't exist. Neither role is automatically wrong because both perspectives have value. The mistake I made was expecting everyone to interpret my intentions instead of recognizing they were bringing their own experiences onto the conversation. Once I understood that, it became a little easier to stop taking every opinion personally. Cleaning my studio reminded me of something else too. Somewhere along the way, these Coffee with Dubs conversations quietly became my therapy. I don't have a therapist right now, and honestly, I haven't felt the need to replace that relationship because every morning I sit down with a cup of coffee, sort through whatever's bouncing around in my head, and try to make sense of it before it turns into mental clutter. I may be the one talking, but these conversations have a funny way of helping me hear myself. Maybe that's why I keep on coming back here every morning. Not because I think I have life figured out, but because saying these thoughts outside of my head helps me slow down long enough to understand them better. Sometimes the lesson's for me. Sometimes it's for you. Most days, though, I think the lesson is for both of us. And when I turned the lights off in the studio last night, it still wasn't perfect. There's still projects waiting to be finished, shelves that need attention, and ideas that haven't found their place yet. But it's better than it was yesterday, and so am I. I think that's all building ever has really been. You don't create something meaningful in a single day. You keep showing up, you keep learning, you keep cleaning up the mess when you have to, and you trust that one day people won't just see an unfinished piece. They'll see what you were trying to build all along. So if you're struggling with other people seeing your vision, don't focus on their blurred lines. Stay the course and accomplish greatness. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow on another pour of Coffee with Dubs. I'm out of here.